Hello and welcome to the Easy Odds Euro 2016 videocast. This is the final videocast we're going to do because this is the final of Euro 2016
yeah,
on
it's
Sunday.
Flown by, isn't it?
I cannot believe it's over.
Yeah, it's over for 4 more years.
What are we going to do?
What are we going to do for a month? I'm just not sure.
And
how about we put it out to the watchers actually? What shall we do for the next 4 weeks until the Premier League season starts for our weekly video? Let us know in the YouTube channel comments.
Yeah. Okay, that's a good idea actually.
Interactive.
That wasn't even planned. Just said it. Anyway, so final time. Portugal versus France.
Yeah.
France are going to win they won the 98 World Cup. They won
did.
what was it? The other Euros that they hosted?
The 2000s.
Was it? They won that?
No, 2004 wasn't it? 2004,
okay.
Yeah, 2004.
Yeah, and they're favourites for this game, but not by as much as you thought, maybe.
Not by as much as we thought, yeah. So basically, it's a slightly strange final here, isn't it? Because Portugal, in particular, have only won one match in the whole tournament, and they're in the final. Absolutely mad. But Europe will be transfixed on this game in Saint Denis. The bookies have installed France as favourites, as you would expect, I'm sure. It's a little surprise. Didier Deschamps' team actually historically have got a great record against Portugal. In the last 10 fixtures between these two teams, France have won all 10. So not even just drawing 1 or 2 here and there and being undefeated in 10. They've won 10 in a row against Portugal.
That's crazy.
So I'm sure the Portuguese fans and players and media alike will be trying to not mention that stat too much going into this game. Bearing that in mind, of course, it's perfectly understandable that they're favourites to win the game. 53 to 50 though, best price, which I found a little bit surprising. I must admit, when I came into work this morning, I was expecting to see a odds-on price for France, and I'm assuming that perhaps when it gets to the start of the match, if you wait until the team news, then they perhaps will be odds-on, so you can get a better price by backing them now if you do think France are going to win the game. However, is it truly as simple as that? It never really is in football, of course. Portugal are a hard-working team. They're actually unbeaten in 13 competitive games, not including friendlies, where even the likes of England beat them. And they've, of course, got an extra day's rest coming into the showpiece final, so that can be absolutely key, I think. That match against Germany was pretty taxing for France, and they've only got a 3-day turnaround, so that'll be quite an interesting factor coming into this game. So if you don't fancy France to win the game in 90 minutes, there's the draw available at best price 11 to 5, or Portugal to win at 15 to 4 in the odds comparison service of easyodds.com.
Okay.
Would you rather have one of those prices, or would you take the French price?
I don't know. Betting in finals is a bit of a lottery. It's pretty. It could be anything. In full-time market anyway. I mean, the result could go anywhere. Greece won the bloody Euros a couple of years ago, for God's sake.
Against Portugal, of course.
Yeah, against Portugal. A good thing. I don't know what the odds are on Ronaldo crying, but
well, either win or lose, because it's going to be a big moment for him.
Exactly.
Either way, yeah.
Yeah, it's got to be odds on.
It's got to be odds on.
You win. You can't. You just wait until the end of the game, or maybe if he gets injured.
Tears as well.
I can imagine him crying if he got injured. What's your recommended bet for this one?
Yeah, I'm with you actually, Jake. Backing full-time result in any kind of final is a bit of a risk, because it's likely to be very close, unless it was Millwall against Man United back in the FA Cup about 10 years or so, which was a bit of a joke. So I'm going to stay away from the full-time result market, although I have highlighted why you would perhaps lean towards one or the other in the first bit. I think I'm going to go for an odds-on shot here.
Okay.
I was pretty annoyed with my semi-final choices. I went for some fairly big price tips in the semi-finals, and I was 1 goal off on both of them, which I was a little bit annoyed about. However, I did land my Mario Gomez top Germany goal scorer outright bet pre-tournament, 8 to 1. So I was really happy with that.
That was a good price.
Looking back on that, that was a massive price. 8 to 1. Müller was odds-on, and he didn't even score a goal. Football, eh? Crazy stuff. But back to this game, I'm going to go odds on for this tip, and I'm going to be backing under 2.5 goals in the final. 6 of the last 8 Portugal games have ended with less than 3 goals scored in them, and as they play with such a defensive mindset and then try and hit teams on the counter, I'm going to go out on a limb here and say that they're going to be pretty much 10 men behind the ball for the first half in particular, much like they were against Wales actually, and Wales didn't really have much of a threat. And it worked fairly well. Wales didn't really offer anything going forward. Of course, France have got far better attacking options, but with 10 men behind the ball. As
Wait. Have you seen Robson Carney's?
Oh wait, hold on. Yeah, I would have to admit to Reading fans, even though you let him go, Harry Robson Carney is quite good.
Yeah.
But as France, as Germany found out, with 10 men behind the ball, which France did for a lot of that semi-final.
Yeah.
It was a 2-0 win. It sounds comfortable, but it was far from comfortable overall in the terms of play. 10 men behind the ball is quite hard to break down, especially with good defensive players, and that's what Portugal have got. Font, really good player. Bruno Alves, really good player. If Pepe's back in the team, it's possible that he'll be back from injury.
Yeah.
He's, of course, a really good defender, as big a pain in the bum as he is. So I think under 2.5 goals is a quite wise bet for that reason. Also, France proved against Switzerland in their group stage game that they can be frustrated. That was a 0-0 game. Switzerland did their best to just kind of sit back and try and nullify the French attack, and that's exactly what they did, and managed to get a 0-0. And I think that should be the blueprint for Portugal in this game. Also, we've got history on our side here, Jake. Only one of the last European Championship finals have gone over 2.5 goals. One of the last 8, and that was actually 4 years ago when Spain smashed Italy 4-0. And I don't think that this match is going to be a 4-0 encounter. I think it's going to be a tight game. So under 2.5 goals, it is available at 1 to 2. Short odds on price, but a wise bet in my view.
Yeah, I think 6 of the last 8. They're definitely going to sit back, Portugal. There's no way they're going to do
7 of the last 8.
7 of the last 8. There's no way they're not going to sit back. Maybe Ronaldo, late goal.
Yep.
A header. Another ridiculous header.
Another ridiculous
Where
header.
He jumps like 25 stories high and then just...
Which actually leads in nicely to my why would you use easy odds
good.
On this
That
match.
also wasn't planned.
That also wasn't planned, but
Yeah.
we're getting good at this.
Yeah.
So basically, something that I have spotted about France is that they cannot deal with crosses from wide areas.
Okay.
Even in that Germany game last night, when they were putting balls into the box, it was strangely because they only had Müller available because Gomez was out injured. It was Müller often that was putting the balls in from wide places, and it was the centre halves, the likes of Hector and Mustafi, who were getting on the end of them.
Yeah.
And some incredible saves from Lloris was the only issue that meant that Germany didn't score in that game. Iceland put in some really good balls, both from long throws, crosses and corners.
Yeah.
And they really struggled, France, to deal with that as well there. And they struggled against the likes of big Shane Duffy in the Ireland game. And when you've got a player as good as Cristiano is in the air, that's going to be a really interesting possibility. I couldn't find it yet on easyodds.com, but our data team will try and search it out. I would recommend backing Cristiano Ronaldo to score a header in this game.
Okay.
I think that's a really good proposition, just because he's so good in the air. And in the air, from crosses from wide, France have looked really frail in that situation. Also, in the anytime goal scorer market, from those same kind of situations, set pieces and the like, both centre halves, Alves and Pepe. Pepe is available at a best price of 22 to 1, worst price there is 14 to 1. And Bruno Alves, who had a really good chance against Wales but flunked it, but it proves that he's a threat in the area. He's available at a best price of 19 to 1. So 19 to 1 and 22 to 1 on the potential centre half pairing coming into this game are both really good opportunities to put maybe £1 or £2 on, and maybe see if France can deal with those wide crosses with big strong aerial players like Pepe, Alves and Ronaldo.
Yeah. Do you think Bruno Alves definitely start?
If Pepe doesn't play, then yeah.
Yeah.
And of course, if you put a bet on an anytime scorer and they don't play, then you get money back. So.
Oh yeah, of course. Of course.
Of course.
I mean, Ronaldo header. What do you predict? I think that would be about. I reckon it'll be about 4 to 1, 9 to 2, something like that.
I think it'll be shorter than it was the Wales game, just because it'll be in the
minds of
the bookmakers. But certainly is a wise bet.
It's not going to be that short, is it? It's going to be about 9 to 1, 9 to 2.
His anytime price is around 23 to 10, so it'll probably be double that.
Okay. Good.
So that's my Euro 2016 final tips. I can't believe that I'm even saying that. It's absolutely flown by.
It's over.
It's over.
It's all over.
So please let us know what you want us to do for the next 4 weeks or so, football-wise, whilst we get ready for the Championship and Premier League.
Maybe
football.
a transfer video or something.
Well, if the public want it, then we can do it.
I'm thinking out loud here.
So yeah, thanks very much for watching. Don't forget that the app is still available for this last game, Euro 2016 app. And once that's finished, move across to the native app. Just type in Easy Odds into the App Store. You'll find our native app with not just Euro 2016 odds, but odds on the likes of horse racing, which of course Jake is covering with tips on the app as well. Also, there's apps available for Glorious Goodwood.
Yeah, coming up.
Available out now as well. So Easy Odds really does have you sorted for many, many different betting angles. So thanks very much for watching. Get downloading those apps, and don't forget to subscribe to the Easy Odds channel by clicking the watermark at the bottom corner of this video. Thanks very much for watching. I'm Ross Casey, and this is Jake Johns.
Bye.